Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, we're working on the F100 today in the shop. It's currently mid-July. We've got a big Ford show that we want to go to in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee in late September. We've got a lot of upgrades on this truck that we want to try to get done. I don't know if we'll have enough time. We're going to give it a shot. But we've run into a couple problems. We thought we had an electrical problem. We're working our way through that. We've reworked the entire fuel system underneath the hood, fuel pump lines, all that type of stuff. And recently, we think we've got a problem with the distributor. But nonetheless, this distributor's been in this truck for as long as I can remember. It has had an upgrade. And I will step off camera here and show you exactly what we've taken out, and then I'll also open up and we'll show you what we got going back in. But I do appreciate you guys being with me today, spending some time on the channel. I'm Jody, and this is Russ Lover's Garage. Alrighty, this is the Ford distributor, and it's got the vacuum advance on it. This is one of the original style Fords. It had the points and all in it. It put an igniter system in it many years ago. You can see the module box right here. It's got the magnetic ring, goes underneath the distributor, and then of course the rotor button sits down in the top of that. What we think is going bad is this modular box. Give a call to Summit. I talked to those guys, talked with Randy, and we just kind of, again, this distributor's been in here probably since the 90s, although the truck hadn't been driven very much from 96 up to about 2018, well, maybe early back 15, I don't know. Anyway, whenever we started bringing it back on the road. Truck starts up, seems to want to run very good for about 5 minutes. Then it begins to start stuttering and carries on, and as it warms up, it drops out. Okay, we're getting plenty of fuel, we know that. Two things that make internal combustion engines work is fuel, air, electricity, or spark. So we think we're losing spark as this thing is just opening up and giving out. I went online, searched out everywhere I know to search. This particular modular box by number cannot be bought anymore. The whole kit has to be bought. Okay, that whole kit, basically 140 bucks, I think is the best I could find. But then again, I've still got an old distributor. The bushings in there, the gear, everything, seal, O-ring here on the bottom, all of that stuff's been in there since the 90s. All right, but I started looking at pricing out, replacing certain things that I know would probably need to be replaced while we're this deep into the distributor, and very, very quickly I got into the price of a new distributor. So we're going to change this entire setup. Again, as you can see, it's got the vacuum advance and whatnot. It's just a 2-wire deal. But we're going to take this whole thing out and put a brand new one in. So I'm going to step away, get the box. We're going to open this box up and I'll show you exactly what it is. Pretty good size upgrade from where we are right now. In case you guys haven't noticed, big fan of Summit Racing, along with most everybody else in the hot rod world. I'll open this box up here and get ready. Randy should be over in a little while, and we're going to drop this distributor in. Stickers, most important part. Will not fit without stickers. Get around to reading all that in a year or two. So, what we have here is a massive upgrade from where we were. This is the Summit brand, billet, blueprinted distributor for the Ford. We'll be getting rid of the external coil that was on that truck. The coil's embedded right here. Basically going to hook this thing up. Got the plug wires over here in the other box. And hopefully that's going to solve our problems. So we'll get the wires out. I don't remember specifying. I really hope they're blue. Oh, they are. Okay, so again, we've got the Summit brand high energy wires to go along with the distributor. So we'll get to work under the hood, dropping this in, and see if we can get this thing fired up in a few minutes.
See, you'll rope you right into something.
Is it nasty? Are you gonna lick your finger after it?
Yeah. Just greasing the gears. Alright. Now let's see which way I want to sit this thing in here. It's going to be. Yes, it's going to be the way I want it. Got the grease. Hey JoJo.
Alright, what we doing there?
I think we got an issue.
What is it?
It's not going to go in. It's hitting this.
Okay.
I can't get it to lean that way to go down in there.
Alright, so what we need to do is just take that out. I need to put an adapter in there.
Yes.
This one out.
And hope there's another hole in here.
Well,
But it looked like this one's closer to the thing, so it should be fine. So let's knock that roll in out.
Ready?
Yeah, bump it. 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 Oh.
I got a drink bottle over here if you want to stick on the end of it.
Bump it. Bump it. Bump it. Oh, right there. Keep going. Alright, where you at on that mark at the bottom? Is it close to the mark? Yeah, go to that white mark. It's right lined up with that right there. So it's right there. I think we're on this one. Yeah. Just gonna do this like that. That's gonna be our number one right there.
Want the new wires?
Yeah, let's get all these old ones pulled off. Hell, we just have to
We're
time.
gonna do them one at a time.
And that was 4.
Yeah.
That was all the way back then. Just gonna flop it over there right there. Alright.
Next one's 2.
2, 1, 2. Second to the shortest one. First, yeah. Alright.
6.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's right here, so it'll be shorter. Give me the short, one of the short ones. Let's see if that's hard enough.
See, why is that thing got a...
Is that different?
Why we got that, I wonder? Unless this one here was made for number 1 to designate it different. Only thing I can figure.
That was right there.
Yep. Seven and 8.
See if that might reach. It's good, ain't it?
mess around, get them rosters crossed up.
This right here, I want to do it here. Go back. Just somewhere.
All right, went back and forth just a little bit, trying to figure out how to get the gear to mesh with the cam. We didn't think we had the right part. We didn't video a lot of that because, to be honest with you, we were just feeling our way through it. But we did get everything adjusted to where the distributor would go back in. We got the timing and everything set. As with anything else, if you guys paid attention, this distributor cap and coil is a lot bigger than the one we took off, which means it was taller, it was wider, so it's taking up more room. What does that cause? All right, I'm going to have to get a spacer to raise my breather up to clear the coil here. Down into here, we've got the connection for the heater hose. I've got to get an adapter. Instead of being able to go up high above these lines, I'm going to have to go down low on the intake, and then down on beyond that underneath is the sending unit for the temperature gauge. So I've got to get a 45 or a 90, whatever I can find to do that. So just a word of caution to anybody doing anything. If you work on cars, you know what I'm talking about. Anytime you start to do something, one thing will cause a problem somewhere else, and you just simply have to take your time and work your way through it. So we'll get those adapters this afternoon, run by the parts house, get what we need, and try to get it buttoned up. But now what we're going to do is, if you saw the video that I did at the F100 Nationals back in May, obviously a lot of Fords up there, but I made a lot of really good contacts on for things that I want to do to my truck, and one of those was Mr. Terry Howard. He's got a company called U.A.S. Spoilers, and I'll drop his information in here. Great guy, got a really, really nice Ford. He's out of Greenville, South Carolina. I reached out to Terry. He made me a set of spoilers, and if you pay attention to the video, you'll see a lot of spoilers on trucks up there. Terry made most of those. As I found out, there's one other fella, and both of them do great work. But Terry was the closest one to me, so I made a trip down to Spartanburg. He and I met up, and I picked up the spoilers. So we've got them drilled, I've got them primed, I've got them painted. So now I'm going to take you along, and we're going to bolt them up. I think you'll be impressed with what we've got. So come on along, let's get this done. Alrighty, we've got the back mounted. Let's make our way to the front. Okay guys, you saw how simple it was. Last night I just basically pre-drilled these holes, pre-drilled the tailgate. We've got a spacer. This is basically the thickness of a paint paddle that you get at Lowe's. That's what Terry recommended using. We put these things on. I put a coat of primer on it, 2 coats of paint. I think it looks pretty good. Actually, it looks very good. And it goes with our lettering and all for the garage. Very, very happy with the way this turned out. So let's walk around to the front. We'll see how it finished out. Alrighty, very sturdy, mounted up. Basically what we did, the way he's got it turned, the angle is just perfect. You can kind of decide how far in or out you want to stick it, but these, the 7/16 bolts, we drilled holes through the frame rails right in line with the bolts that hold the bumper on. Have to get your spacing a little bit right. You have to kind of step back and look, eyeball that, because that's what everybody else is going to do. They're going to be looking at it. They're not going to sit down and pull a tape on it. So get it where it looks good, very close. Very happy with the way these things turned out. And more importantly, he stamped these things made in the USA. And I can assure you, Greenville, South Carolina is certainly part of the USA.